Hey guys, this is Dave and Callie, and I'm going to show some things here, a couple of different tabs. The president right now is live on, I got a feed from CBS, and then they're talking about bringing, chip manufacturers and so forth here to the United States and things other than what's happening in Ukraine, but I'll switch back and forth. Here we go.
Your washing machine functioned, or whether your cell phone functioned, or whether your automobile functioned. It's not that, I think they just took an awful lot for granted. We all did, that this was, we can do this, it's not a problem. And the irony of, I keep reminding everybody of the irony is, we actually invented the semiconductor, headed to the moon. So we also, I know parenthetically, we got to start investing a hell of a lot more money in research and development, pure research and development. We used to do about 2% of our GDP. Now we're down by 1%. And anyway, but I don't want to get off on that to get you going. Well, thank you. I'd also like, Madam President, Jennifer, you at Cummins, you make some pretty big engines. You manufacture now you're making battery electric alternative fuel engines, right?
That's right.
And so how has the chip shortage affected your company and your customers? And as we move toward this energy future, how can this Innovation Act, and it's a shame you have to know all about this legislation, I mean, you're running a company, but how can this act help companies like yours remain globally competitive, not just here at home?
Yeah. Well, first, Mr. President, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today and talk about Cummins' support of both the domestic innovation focus of this legislation as well as funding semiconductor manufacturing. Cummins is a 100-year-old company headquartered in Columbus, Indiana. We employ 25,000 employees in the United States. And our employees are really focused on driving innovation and producing power solutions, engines, and also, as you said, fuel cell and battery electric power solutions for commercial and industrial equipment. And those applications serve some of the world's most demanding and economically vital applications. I spent time prior to my current role as Chief Technical Officer, so I saw firsthand the need for innovation. Yeah, really, the need for innovation and the power of government and private sector.
Meanwhile, other things are happening. Let's see, is that live? This is live.
According to China's CCTV,
Ukraine
jointly support peace talks between Russia and Ukraine to prevent the conflict from, quote, spinning out of control. Macron in the meeting reminded Xi of the role that China must play as a member of the UN Security Council. China has refused to condemn Russia's Action Council vote seeking to condemn Ukraine and demand it withdraw its forces. China has also sanctions against Russia as illegal, and in the meeting, Xi expressed concern over the impact they have on the stability of global finance, energy supplies, supply chains. The friendship between China and Russia strengthened last month. Vladimir Putin attended the opening ceremony of the Beijing Winter Olympics on the same day. Limits strategic.
losing some of our feed.
Become Ukraine escalates. CIA director.
Well, maybe we'll have to come back to that. Let's see what else we got going here. Oh, I had another tab, but I think it closed it. Let's listen in again on what they're doing, and I'll see if I can
to build and deliver product to our customers. And it's an issue we continue to deal with today. So we strongly support the CHIPS Act, really focusing on bringing domestic production of semiconductors here, including some for our industry, which, by the way, are different than what we use in our cell phone. You know, because of the durability and harsh environment our products operate in, we have specific chips that are critical to continue to invest and fund here in the U.S. And so we look forward to being a part of the conversation as we move this important work forward.
Well, you know, the point you've all made is that as everything changes, there's a fundamental shift to the reality that we can't keep the combustion engine the way it has been. It's even, you see what's happening in locomotives now, you know, and you see what's happening just across the board. And and I think it presents an enormous opportunity to improve the health of the public overall, number one, because we're moving in the direction that we don't need to propel most of what we have in the future by, with regard to oil products.
So we can sell
You know,
oil to other countries.
I was really
so they can
pleased,
burn it, not us.
Gretchen and I talked about this a lot when we met with the CEOs of the automobile companies, particularly Mary Barra, and she had sued the state of California for having a higher mileage standard than the national standard. And we had a long talk. I'm not taking credit for her changing her mind, but she ended up calling me and saying that we're going to go, we dropped the suit and we're going to go all electric. We'll get halfway there within the next, and she set a date. And then Ford jumped on and everybody else. And it's because it is the future, and it also creates really a hell of a lot of jobs too. Good paying jobs and increasing the
Hey, Joe, have you
technological
talked to
breakthroughs.
Elon Musk?
So, at any rate,
Oh, wait
I
a
think
minute.
what you're
They-
doing really
Elon
matters.
Musk
And,
doesn't exist.
I know we got a lot to talk
He's
about.
not
You
the
saw
number
the
one
team over
electric
here. I'm
car
not sure about,
producer.
you know, anybody but Gina over here on this side, including me. But all kidding aside, we got a lot to do, and I think we can get a lot done. I really do. And there's a little thing going on in Europe right now, and I'm not going to be able to stay with you the whole time we're here, but that's not going to in any way diminish the content of what we're discussing here. And Brian, I'm told that you're going to run this show here.
Yeah, we'll give you a chance to depart in the press as well, and then we'll continue on here.
Thanks, Russ. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
We'll give them a minute here. And then
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Representative.
thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, Russ.
Thank you.
Well, there goes Joe, gonna shuffle on.
And we've been watching President Biden there discussing using the Bipartisan Innovation Act to lower prices. That bill does remain in Congress.
That's right. And the president was joined by Republican Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb and Democratic Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. The president talked about the importance.
Of course. Okay. Well, guys, I just thought I would share that with you because we have something going on in Ukraine, and he's over here talking about chips and so forth. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go back and look at some of these other tabs and put something out there. And thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dennis, I see you there. All right, thanks for checking it out. I'm experimenting with this live channel here. I've never done this kind of live before, so still working out the kinks. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will get better at this, I promise. All right, bye-bye.